You are about to listen to the words of Fethullah Gulen, a distinguished Islamic scholar and thinker. In this podcast, you will hear his essay, Virtue and Happiness.
Those who promise our people happiness must first equip them with virtue. For hearts devoid of virtue, true happiness is out of reach. Throughout history, sound minds have always agreed upon this. Felicity and virtue must exist together. Put simply, virtue requires only morality and love. A virtuous person acknowledges their relationship with all creation and beholds all things in love. Life moves around such a person like a cool breeze and fills their heart with joy. They discern the wisdom at work in the constant flow of events, and so they remain full of wonder and joy. Neither sunset nor nightfall can spoil their delight or cast gloom upon their heart. They live in peace and bliss amid the ever-renewed landscape of creation. Virtue does not demand the rejection of all human desire or an asceticism that renounces material things. Such practices would only isolate us from others and foster dissatisfaction with the world. This is the death of happiness, as Ibsen puts it. For once we deny the world, we become concerned only with ourselves. Thus, we lose the virtue of generosity. This sort of asceticism is a misunderstanding of morality, for true virtue lies in living for the sake of others. On the other hand, it is wrong to claim that virtue guarantees material and spiritual felicity. A virtuous person can be ill, poor, and in a wretched state. They may face oppression, humiliation, or betrayal. They may suffer tortures, condemnations, or exile. Jesus was oppressed, Socrates was convicted, and Epictetus was banished. But these virtuous ones were happy despite their suffering, for happiness signifies the presence of an inner paradise grounded in pure faith. To borrow Nursi's words, faith contains the tuba seed of paradise. Their happiness is not compromised by egotism-based thoughts or the desire for wealth and status. They are content with the pleasure found in the joys of love, compassion, and friendship. As they refuse to indulge in feelings of betrayal, revenge, hatred, and jealousy, the breezes of love and respect comfort them and make them joyful. They savor the spiritual pleasure that comes from sharing the joys of others, freeing them from their sufferings and leading them to happiness. Their concern for family, country, and indeed for all of creation is like an ocean without shore. In this way, they experience the limitless pleasures of paradise without leaving this world. Virtue also joins us to the past and the future. It brings us into a spiritual community with the many virtuous people who have come before us and who will succeed us. Through virtuous deeds, we seek their approval and appreciation. In other words, to be virtuous is to share in the lives of both our ancestors and our children. When our hearts dwell in this intimate relationship with all humanity, external conditions can no longer disturb our happiness. Thus, we attain eternal bliss even in this world. This deep relationship between virtue and true happiness has been revealed to us by the most noble teachers. This is the kind of happiness in which hearts are satisfied and minds are given confidence. This happiness is rooted in the strongest principles of virtue: maturity, humility, forgiveness, and tolerance. It is a spiritual happiness, and it is so central to our essence that nothing else can replace it. Material happiness can contribute nothing to it, nor can it distract us from our spiritual joy. Blessed are those who elevate their soul in faith and adorn their heart with virtue.
You have just listened to the words of Fethullah Gulen, brought to life through an AI-generated voice. Known for his teachings on faith, interfaith dialogue, peace, and education, Master Gulen also inspired the Hizmet movement, a global initiative that promotes democracy, human rights, equality, and nonviolence. To learn more about Fethullah Gulen and the Hizmet movement, visit fethullahgulen.com.